Hello, and thanks for watching the Postal Pleasures channel. Today we're going to take a look at a recent lot I bought of 100 Greenland stamps. I've mentioned this video once or twice before in some recent videos, and I might have described it as 300 Greenland stamps. That was my mistake. I had forgotten the quantity that I had ordered, so it is in fact 100, but that's still plenty of stamps. Before we open this envelope, or actually I guess I can open the envelope and then we can discuss the envelope that it came in. There we go. And now I will pause to mention how this was packed. This lot came in a nice eBay bubble wrapper, and it has 6 really nice, somewhat older United States stamps. Some quite old, and then others more recent, but still over 10 years old, I'm sure. So we have a 18-cent contributors to the cause. That's most likely the 1970s. And then we have some 34-cent. It looks like a wildlife series. In fact, I think I've seen the sheet. I don't have many of the stamps from the 34-cent era, if you will. Most likely early 2000s. So I really like these. Plus, I like their topics. And then, of course, the Champion of Liberty series. I think that is from the 40s or 50s, if I had to guess, as well as this stamp as well. In fact, this says a 1958 on it, so from the late 50s, I guess. And then here's one from the late 60s to 68, Support Our Youth. Oh, and I didn't mention what this one is, Atlantic Cable Centenary, so the first 100 years of having a cable across the Atlantic, which is surprising, 1858. You know, that's a long time ago to have laid a cable. Now, let's dig in. We have, looks like appears to be quite a few of the smaller format stamps, so not the fun newer ones, but I need almost all the Greenland stamps. I may have a couple of this series, a few other random Greenland stamps, but really not many. I guess I could do a separate video of my existing Greenland collection, because it would be a very short video, and maybe I'll take the time to do that. If I do, I'll toss a link up on the screen about now. So here's a 10... Oops, it's actually hard to do my boundaries with such a small stamp to start, but that's what we've been given here. So a 1, a 10, and a 20. So I should mention who we have here. I believe that the one I'm currently touching now is Frederick the Ninth. And looks like a couple more of him right here. In fact, a 1 Kroner. Wow, these are cantankerous today. Really hard to hold on to. A little slippery on the surface. And over here we have Christian 10. The first 3 I brought out. So 1, 5, 10 here. Sorry, it wasn't a 1 Kroner, it was a 5. Or 15 or. These seem to be in order. Another 15 in a different color. A 25. And a 30. Let's see, make sure I'm still on screen here. Tighten those up a little. A 30 in a different color. And now we get into some more pictorial ones. Love this. This is fantastic. A wooden tall ship in the foreground with an iceberg in the background. Really exciting. A nice clean cancel, 1959 on the cancel. That's a great stamp. I really like it. I'm bound to be pleased with all these stamps, though. I've been wanting to get in a lot of Greenland like this for a long time. And I hope to get more soon. They're just so darn expensive. I don't have much of a stamp budget, but I spend more than you might guess. So let me look at this one a little closer. This looks like maybe some kind of indigenous people is my guess. Maybe some sort of dance, at least the way his legs are arced. This one's really, really neat. I've seen this before with the woman and all of the sea mammals, and a bear, so not just all sea mammals, but also a polar bear. That's a great stamp. Really love that. That would make a great t-shirt. Here we have Hans Eggled. I could be pronouncing that incorrectly, most likely. But neat nonetheless. I can't imagine those collar ruffles were very comfortable. Ooh, this is really, really nice too. I just love the cancel on this. Actually, I have two stamps here. Let me try to separate them. Two of the same series. And that cancel is just fantastic. Let me stack these up here. I think we're still on the screen. And I forgot to mention, those are Queen Marguerite, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. This one looks like the Big Dipper in Northern Lights. And again, I have a couple stacked here. And also in Big Dipper and Northern Lights. I'm not sure what those arrows represent. I'll have to look that up at some point. I'll start another vertical row here. Convenient that these are in order for the most part. Makes them easy to lay out and keep organized. So here we have these stamps here, I believe, for Frederick IX. Wonder how many of this series we'll have. We have the 50. Not sure how high it goes either. And the 60. I think these polar bears are technically part of the same listing in Scott. So the 1 and the 2 Kroner, really nice polar bears. It looks like we might have all the polar bears. I'd have to look that up. And honestly, some of these stamps are fairly expensive. I think these ships are not cheap. They're over $1. Some of these polar bears might be over $1. A couple dollars maybe. And a 10. Yeah, 10. So I think that is the set of 4. What do we have next? We have a mathematical equation. Niels Bohr's. I'm going to put him here. Samuel Kleinschmidt. I don't know his claim to fame. I'm going to have to research a lot of these. I can't read this one well because it has a cancel. I'll put it there. And here we get into some more marine life, some of my favorites from Greenland. One of the reasons I like the Greenland stamps, plus the artwork is just fabulous no matter what the topic. But a wonderful whale tail. I'll put that here. 1 kroner and a 2 kroner with a narwhal, it looks like. Wonderful. And what have we here? A 5 kroner with a polar bear with cubs. What a great set this is. Here we have a 10 kroner with Walrus. And is this a yak maybe? Possibly. 1978, so we know where to look for those roughly. So that's the 25 kroner. This looks like the same series, but here we're getting into the fractionals, so 50 ore, I believe, with some kayakers. I know I can squeeze one more in before I wrap to the next line. Here we have a 70 ore with some longboat rowers. And let's see, I'll start here, I guess. That looks like dogs and dog sled. And here we are with a 1. So you know what, these might be 2 series that are just very similar. Here we have a couple of ships. And a 150 with a sailboat. And a 2 with a helicopter. That's wonderful. Okay, so this is another series of Queen Margrethe. I have a few of this series already. You know what, maybe I should have started a new line for these because there's going to be a lot, it looks like. I have to be careful, it looks like I'm running out of battery. I only have one battery for this camera. I need to save for a new one. A second one, I should say. And a 90. Come on. So slippery. And a 1 kroner. A 20 kroner. A 30 kroner. A 130 and a 160. And then here we have a stamp, 1975. Looks like a satellite and a bird. Here's a different format, one I don't see often. Again, 1975. I don't know much about this one. It looks like dog sledders with a packed sled. And this looks like some native artwork. And here we have a native person, most likely. Jorgen Brodland. I'm not sure what that one is. Here's the sunlight, or sun or moonlight, it's hard to tell, over the mountaintops, 1978. I'm not sure what that subject is. A bunch of soldiers and possibly a religious figure. I'm not sure the subject of this one either. Let's see if I can get too wide again here. And that's not on screen. We'll have to start this pile here. There we go. And here's some reindeer pulling a sleigh. And a kayaker. And another one of the Queen, but a different design. I'll start a new line here with this one. Looks like somebody in a library or office. And here we have a nice codfish. And it looks like we have a pair of salmon. And what is this going to be? Is this an... Looks like kayakers with a whale. Not sure what kind of whale that is. Is it a bowhead maybe? I don't know. And I'm not sure on this one. I really like these stamps. They're so nicely done. Greenland, Iceland, Denmark, all great designs. So there's some flags in a village with some dogs. Here's some seabirds, it looks like. Really like these. These look like some kind of maybe sea duck or sea goose. Some flowers. Another flower here. And it looks like another design of the Queen. Let me get these out. So 25, a 1 kroner, and a 4 kroner. Frederick Lange, maybe. Augo Lange. Jonathan Peterson. And Hans Lange. Put these down here. Oh, I like this one. A wonderful crab. Look at the detail on that. Love it. And here we have a sled with what looks like a child in it. Let's see, no, that won't be on screen either. We'll have to go over here. I guess I have to go here. I'm running out of space. And that looks like a power transmission cable. And here we have a ship for Kroner. We're getting into some newer stuff here. And here we have a flower. I guess I'll put it with this other flower. And I know I've left a gap down the middle, but I don't really have anything that'll fit well there. So here we get into a really cool whale series. The first one being the orca, or killer whale. This next one is... I'm not going to try to read the names that are on there. I don't recognize... Oh, and honestly, it looks like a humpback whale. It's probably a humpback. We have lots of humpback whales where I live. You can see them from the beach a lot of days. Not so many orca. They do come by, but not often. And here we have somebody in a very warm looking coat and some igloos in the background. I know that's a little bit cut off. I apologize. Let me push it up there. And I'm not sure who this is. And let's see, I'm not sure who this is, what kind of whale this is. It could be a finback, second largest, I'm not sure. Then we have a child with some dogs, looks like a Christmas stamp. And let's see, we have a couple of men, Aggo Lange and Frederick Lange, so again, same as we've seen down here. I'm going to push these, I'm going to try to get them all on screen. We're near the end here, so I'll cover a few up here. So a 25 of that one and a 50 of that one. That could be Queen Marguerite still, it looks like her. Just a little older in this scene. And I don't know if that's a wood carving or a natural wood feature, but that's what it appears to be, one or the other. Here we have a bunch of stars. Here we have a great dog. And another really nice ship stamp I'll put over there. A pair of people. A flower in a scene of a bay, it looks like. And lastly, and we've managed to fit it here, is it looks like a village scene in Greenland, and we actually have the location there. Can't read the finer print here easily on camera, but what wonderful stamps, and I've got a lot of pictures to take to put into this video now. But thanks for watching, and honestly I don't know what my next video is. Possibly a couple shorts, because I haven't done that in a while. And I have received a wonderful, generous gift from one of my viewers of a bunch of covers and other stuff with some really great cancels. I need to get after that. I've had it now for almost a week, but it's going to be a lot of work to deal with properly, because it's such nice stuff, and I look forward to doing that as well. When I get into that one, I'll toss a link up here on this video as well. Thanks again for watching.